Hi guys. We are going to do what Morcott is describing as a hybridization between a meditation and an activation. Um, I asked if there was a word for this. There's not. They want to focus on the energies. They're not giving me a word for this. Um, they're saying that we want to dive straight into focusing on the very being of the feeling of that. And in brief, they'd like me to describe what it is that they're assisting us with. They're saying that the confluence that is coming into being in the multiverse, within which essentially the all is merging. The all is merging, and they're going to facilitate us in assisting this process by way of our own frequencies, specifically focusing on the earth energies. And they are helping us to better understand how to utilize our own frequency to be transformative within the all by connecting the ethereal energies with the earth energies. So they're going to lead us through this meditation / activation so that we can assist this process. Let's just take a moment together while I tune in more fully to Morcott. I'm in confluence with Morcott right now, so I'm more aware than I would be if I was fully in confluence with them, and because I'm here by guidance to be in an explanatory role while they're showing me, sometimes through shape, sometimes through words, and often by vibration, which they and I match with fitting words and sentences. So I've been explaining what it is they're showing me and telling me, but now we're going to step into me going into full confluence with Morcott, where I essentially sort of take a back seat and I will just speak as them. So my accent might sound a bit funny. I'll perhaps look and sound a bit different. And we'll see what comes through this activation and meditation while we're getting into, well, I myself am getting into that state of heightened confluence with them. If you'd like, and if there are any pauses during this video, you can just take the time to check in with yourself, focus on your breath, check if you feel comfortable, allow your mind to rest, allow your mind to focus, and remember that you're not just receiving intellectual information, but you're also receiving energetic and coded information on the level of frequency. Just taking a moment now to focus in. I'm going to be focusing on this chakra here, or energy center, your third eye chakra. Kaina tatoja fiana kakri journalista karta. Kantera fitoni jenaka. You, each of you, have an imperative role in assisting in raising the vibration upon this plane. You are all as sovereign as one another. You are all indeed as powerful as one another. We are simply here to remind you of that which you already are, and these activations, so to speak, are simply helping you in a quote-unquote, for want of a better word, more physical. We will be assisting you in waking up on a cellular level. We are not gifting you that which does not already belong to you. We are reminding you of your sovereignty, and we are assisting you in empowering yourselves by remembering who you are, both on a conscious mental level and indeed on a cellular physical level. We will speak now in light language to assist you in waking up your essential and natural vibration. we wish to do this in order to cleanse you from many of the toxins created by the nourishment you consume. Food. They're showing me, guys, I'm coming in as an explanatory role once more. They're showing me like everything we're consuming. They're showing me like the air we breathe, the screens we're looking at, the food we're eating, the toxins in the air and that are put on the food, the toxins in the water. And they're helping us to raise our frequency to what it would be were it not for those deterrents from our natural state. I'm going to exit now and come back into full confluence with Morcott by guidance. They said that they're going to work on you using light language for a time, and then they'll explain more about what they're doing, and they'll be using affirmations to help you to remember your own power energetically and your own connectivity to all that is, and indeed the truth of your oneness with all that is. Kaina tatoi forne de tichiana tata. Kare tatua hona tata. Hana tatuiana tata. Fiana tatiata. Hoina tatai. They're saying, do you remember who you are? They're asking you to breathe in. And they're asking you not to use your mind. They're asking you to breathe into this energy center here and to be in the knowing of who you are without intellectual judgment. Unapologetically rise, they're saying. Unapologetically rise. Be yourselves at your fullest, for this is the gift. They're showing each one rooted to the, not to the earth, rooted through the earth to the center and reconnecting by way of the center to the ethereal. And they're showing us extending to the ethereal in spiralic form. They're saying to notice any frequencies that you feel moving up, moving down through your body, because they're saying each are happening. And this is the way by which we are assisting the all in essentially meeting in confluence. They're saying that the realms are in a process of merging, and that we are, of course, they're saying, already one, albeit not consciously so. And we are assisting you in remembering who you are, why you came here, and your ability to assist in this frequency shift. Taking a really nice deep breath through the nostrils. They're saying to breathe out through the mouth and to reject anything that doesn't feel good, which you feel in association with this plane. By doing so, you are expelling from your own vessel vibrations which have been stored, and from the plane upon which you dwell, which they're describing as your greater self. So they're showing, yes, indeed. They're going to, if my dog gets upset, don't worry. They're going to show this expelling breath, which can be a little shocking to my dog. So if he responds, don't worry. Just do as I do if this feels resonant to you as you're thinking of that which you wish to eject from your vessel. And they're assisting as they're using me as a vessel, as a sort of symbol to represent the humans who they're working with. They're using me as a way of assisting us with removing this energy as we're in process of consciously and actively ejecting it ourselves. So the breath is just like I did that once. It's like this. So as we do that, it's okay, good dog, it's okay. As we do that, you can visualize anything that comes up. You can do this for as long as you feel to. And anything that comes up, you might find that things that you've been working through for years come up. You might find that things you weren't aware are there will come up. We are in process of expelling these from our field. And by doing so, we are too expelling these energies from the earth, which is our greater self, because it is our most localized self. They're describing it as our most localized family. They're showing me, so it's not always easy to match the words to what they're showing me. We are part of this multi-dimensional reality where everything affects everything else, and we are all essentially one, not connected by the energy that we are, but indeed one being, essentially, who is expressing itself as apparent individual beings or vessels, expressions. And so they're showing that the earth, being a part of that one essential being, is more closely related to our energies. And so we have a greater ability than many, and yes, a responsibility in utilizing our own energies to assist in heightening the frequencies of the earth, or Sumanu, which they call it Sumanu, or raising the frequencies and bringing all into confluence by way of healing ourselves. This is an automatic, symbiotic dynamic. So know that each time you are working on healing yourself, you are working more broadly, my children. Let's see, they're started to speak just to you. I'm going to see if we can step into that for ease in communication. They're saying we need you to explain and trust us to work in the way that will communicate with the most ease. Okay. They say they're working on each one of us, assisting us in ejecting any energies that don't feel resonant to us. And other energies may come up that are not of this realm. That's okay. What we're doing is intending to focus on ejecting any energies that don't feel resonant in association with this earth. This could be an example, they're saying, things that we were taught as children or indeed as adults, which no longer serve us and don't feel resonant on a soul level. This could be the way we've been treated upon this plane. This could be the body, the vessel, which we chose to experience this realm through. We, in this case, will give ourselves so much love, specifically to the vessel that we're in, and indeed let go of any limitations we feel due to the vessel we chose, remembering that we chose this vessel very consciously to experience this realm through. And they said that soon after this, we will be focusing in a more immediate and tangible way with the earth energies. Let us just release for a few more moments, they're saying. They're saying if you'd like to, you can do this breath I'm doing as well. This like, if you prefer, you can do it in this way, which I learned from the Yawanawa tribe, and they directed me to utilize that tool that I had previous to working with Morcott. They have guided me to share this tool with you because its effectivity with my use. So you can make your lips together almost like you're going to whistle, and you blow out the air with these more tightened lips. So it looks like this. This can help you to eject more energy, more air. We're using the air as a vehicle for the energy to eject anything that doesn't feel resonant and allow more space for what we're going to be doing, which is being as conduits for the light and assistance to the confluence taking place upon this plane by way of healing ourselves. Okay, so they say just to continue with that process, breathing out in whichever way feels resonant to you. You might want to do this more like, or you might feel just to do something more subtle. Whatever feels correct for you. Let's see how that expresses for each of you. As you're doing that and allowing anything that comes up that wants to come up and out, just let it out. Morcott, and they're saying they're in confluence with they're saying they're in touch with ethereal beings of this earth, and that they're assisting us and we're assisting them, and they're showing me. It's very beautiful. Okay, so I'm just saying thank you. They immediately turned that around and said thank you to us for assisting them. So taking the time to really dig deep. We're noticing anything that just doesn't feel resonant in our bodies. We're allowing ourselves to eject anything that doesn't feel good. It might be something we've been working on for a really long time intellectually. It might seem a jump to just suddenly say, let's just eject that from our bodies. This is the process. So allow your vessel to open and eject in this way energetically. They're suggesting that we take this intellectual shortcut, or a shortcut of the intellectual, jumping straight into the effectivity of energetics and letting go. They're saying letting go of story, letting go of identity associated with past pains, leaving it in the past. They're like, my arm almost hurts, but it's fine. They're like, if you watch the action, they're literally throwing in the past what belongs there. And by doing so, I'm getting propelled forward. So it's like this action, it feels, they're saying I don't need to describe that anymore. They're saying remind them of their powers. They are of the earth, and this is a sovereign gift. You have been misled from the powers that you have been bestowed with. We are with you at all times, assisting you by invitation. Remember to ask us for our help. We assist you by frequency. Thank you for assisting us with this healing of sorts. Remember your powers when you are out in nature or walking down the street. Remember your connection with the all as you look at a tree, as you pass it on a sidewalk on a busy city street. Remember as you walk if you dare, without shoes upon the earth while in nature. We are with you at all times. This is a profound time of change and of confluence. You can assist us greatly when simply being in connection to these energies, for you each act as a tuning fork, of sorts, by being present in this vessel upon this plane at this time. By simply being present to the energies which you are experiencing, you are in process of healing both yourself and the all. You assist us in connecting the ethereal energies with the earth energies by standing upon this plane, sitting upon this plane, being upon this plane, living upon this plane. You may feel that you are not achieving enough sometimes. Remember that you are achieving much by simply being, and indeed by being present. The earth is in process of great transformations. Many changes will take place. Some will not feel on a conscious or, let's say, human mental level. Some will not seem, would be a better word than feel. Some will not seem to be positive. However, we are in a process of expansion. Much change is afoot in order to reorganize the multiverse. This is for the betterment of all beings. So during this process, let us each assist the all in coming into conscious confluence by being present to the energies which are tangible to us, by tuning into the light which you essentially are, by asking us for such connections, and by simply being. You, child, each one of you are sovereign. Each one of you are greatly powerful. We are assisting you in waking up on a cellular level to remember these powers. This may seem like a challenging time to exist on this plane, and indeed there is much change afoot. However, there is no rush. Indeed, it is a slowing down which is needed. So, my children, simply slow down. Notice how it is that you're feeling. Allow the earth energies to rise from beneath your feet. Allow the ethereal energies, the light, to come through your vessel. And by simply being upon this plane, be an important part of the confluence of the all. You are joining these energies. You are integrating the all. You each have the power to be participant in this process. Indeed, you already are. However, we are reminding you of your heightened ability to do so and encourage you to consciously work with us to both heal yourselves and the planet upon which you dwell. Thank you for taking the time to do this with us. We will end now with you breathing and with us speaking in further activation. We will assist you in continuing this process in your everyday life. Simply breathe in and absorb upon an energetic level that which we are expressing through what is known as light language upon this plane. Kaya na to sure. Hai janata. Hai on hui satona takai. Tien hara hora. Hei no tusho. Hare kara shatakone tatiana ha. Pyu har. Yetankara shitakera. Kachori tataka. Yeshana. Hane tatu. Foyuto kor. Ashitiana tataya. Hanera. Shampur. Anaya tataka. Ya. Ano. Huiraka. Tachar remutora taka. Ha. Yana sartayana. Tuitato. They say they're finished. Just asking if there are any other words in English they'd like me to share in explanation. They're saying to trust in your own process, to trust in the process of the expansion of the all, and to do this most astutely when challenged by the transformations taking place, doing your best to zoom out and remember that we can't see the full picture from where we're standing or sitting. There's just encircling the word trust, 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 and what I just said is enough, they said. There's one more thing they want to say. They're showing me in shape and in energy the confluence of the ethereal and the earth energies, and what a beautiful and balanced combination this is. And they're it's not like they're thanking us for being a part of this. They're just sort of smiling and looking at it and saying, look at this. And I know that's something I can't share with you because I see it, but they're saying to use your breath, and as you walk in nature, or as you connect with the nature you can connect with in the cities, the earth that exists beneath the asphalt, to notice vibrationally what you're feeling by way of connecting with these earth energies. And they say they will continue to assist us with conjoining the energies of the all. And now they did say thank you. Thank you so much. That's the end of the session. Feel free to leave any comments or questions in the comments if available on YouTube and such. You can ask questions, you can leave comments, anything that came up for you, any experiences that you feel to share. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much, guys. Lovely to connect with you all. Thanks for being a part of this. It was very interesting. I've never done this before in this way. Just very briefly, a part of the work that I do is working with these energies in different portal areas in Sedona, where I live, and elsewhere. And it was unexpected for me that they would do a video publicly for all of us to be a part of that. And that's so exciting to me. And I really loved what they were saying about activation. For those of you that know the Morcott material well, I don't always remember. I barely ever remember everything that's come through. I don't think I ever have. I usually will rewatch, and then I'll remember everything as if, like, almost like you're remembering a dream. But I do remember them talking about when they were using the word activation, that they weren't giving us something external. I can't remember the way they worded it, but they were activating and essentially reminding us of our own innate abilities. And that was something that really stood out for me from this session. I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, whatever time it is where you are. Thanks so much for connecting. Hope to see you another time soon.